Ron Ross with this week's edition of Motivation Moment. This week's edition is titled Feed Your Faith and Starve Your Fears. There are three kinds of fears: real dangers, irrational fears, and everyday worries. Real dangers are the things we need to fear because they really do portend danger. These kinds of fears keep us alive. Irrational fears are the fears we create for ourselves by imagining a horrible outcome to a situation. The most common fears in this category are fear of rejection. If they don't like me, I'll just die. Fear of failure. Well, I'll look so stupid if I can't do it. These irrational fears steal away our self one fear and one missed opportunity at a time. Everyday worry is the third category of fear, and it's the most common. I'm talking here about all the things that are on your mind that must be done today, or must be paid by Friday, or might happen if, or what will happen when, or how will I ever... You know what I'm talking about, right? Everyday worries paralyze us physically, anesthetize us emotionally, demoralize us spiritually, neutralize us socially, and fragmentize us intellectually. Everyday worries spend our time, sap our energy, steal our joy. The confident people, they feed their faith, not their fears. Fear and worry focuses on fantasies and frailties, but faith and courage focuses on realities and strengths. Fear endorses your doubts, but courage fortifies your convictions. Fear amplifies your anxieties, but faith highlights your hopes. Fear underscores your disabilities, but courage, it promotes your possibilities. The only power that fear and worry have in your life is the power that you give it. And what do you get from fear and worry? The only thing you get from fear and worry is obscurity and gloom. Fear says, don't do anything, don't try anything, don't learn anything, don't hope for anything, don't talk to anyone, don't plan anything, don't help anyone, don't look at anyone, don't be or do anything. Remain obscure, and your frailties and your failures, well, they'll be noticed by few. Do you know what I fear most? It's not death or public speaking, allegedly the two most common fears. What I fear most is a mediocre, miserly, and ultimately meaningless life. I believe that mediocrity and stinginess and emptiness come from a multiplicity of irrational fears and a deficiency of authentic faith. On the other hand, a life lived with faith and courage has meaning and purpose and leaves a heritage for generations to come. To acquire confidence, begin today to feed your faith and starve your fears. This is Ron Ross, the Mile High Motivator, coming to you from my home office in Denver, Colorado. I'll see you next week with the next edition of Motivation Moment.